Ross here. Thanks for joining me. Well, as you know, they say, time flies when you're having fun. Well, get ready for time to fly, because we're going to have a lot of fun doing algebra. Okay, as you know, this is a video, which means you can stop it, start it, rewind, fast forward, take a break, use it as you need it. There are going to be times when I have you do a little work or read something for a brief moment, and I'm going to have you pause the video, do it, and then come back in. Okay? Now, as you see, we're in lesson 7.1.2, so if you'd like to get your Chromebook out and follow along, I'm going to be going through the lesson as well, so it's not necessary, but if you'd like to have your own device, you're welcome to. If you do, just pause the video, get it out, and then restart. Okay, if you would, read today's lesson target. Pretty good. Okay, let's start. Lesson 7.1.2. What is the connection? Multiple representations of exponential functions. In Chapter 2, you looked at multiple representations such as a table, graph, equation, or situation of linear functions. In this chapter, you will use multiple representations to learn more about the multiplier and starting point of exponential functions. All right, now you're going to do some reading. Go ahead and start with 7-20, including letter A. Pause the video, and when you're done, start it back. Okay, by now you've read problem 7-20. And you should have seen that they're asking us for a few things. Well, let's look at the first part. They're asking us, what was the rebound ratio of the ball that Arnold dropped? All right, here's the data they give us. And so what they're asking us is rebound ratio, which is whatever number we multiply by this to get this. And that same number we then multiply by this to get this. So I'm going to have you take a second and try to calculate that rebound ratio. Now remember, the word ratio can also be replaced with fraction. One number divided by another number, or a number on top of another. All right? So try and find that ratio and calculate what this missing number is. Pause the video. When you think you have it, come back. Okay, welcome back. So you should have found the way to calculate a rebound ratio, given some data in a table, is taking one of these values on the right-hand side, but not the top one because we have nothing above it. So we're going to take this 67.6, and we're going to divide that by the value above it. Take a moment and make sure you see where those numbers came from. When we divide this, what do we get? Feel free to use your phone calculator to find this value. Okay, what you should have gotten was 0.8. There's our rebound ratio. All right, so if we multiply 84.5 by 0.8, we get 67.6, and then multiply that by 0.8, we get 54.1. The first part of the problem has been answered. The rebound ratio equals 0.8. All right, what's the next part of our problem? At what height did he drop the ball? So now we're trying to find this value right here. But as you'll see, those numbers come before the ones that we already have, so we're going to have to go backwards. I want you to take a moment, pause the video, and try and calculate those two values. Hit play when you think you have it. Welcome back. So to calculate a value that's above a given value in a table like this, we're going backwards, right? And so if we're going to go that direction, we have to do the inverse of multiplication, which is division. So we're going to divide by 0.8 to get this value. And so if I take 84.5 and divide it by 0.8, what do we get? Approximately 105.6. So there is my value. All right, now that I have that one, I want you to try and find the next value above. Hit play when you think you have it. Okay, welcome back. So to get this next value, we're going to again divide by 0.8. So we have 105.6 divided by 0.8, and that gives us 132. All right, so for bounce number 0, meaning it hasn't bounced yet, the height is 132. So our initial height, I can spell, trust me, is 132 centimeters. And lastly, for this problem, they're asking us to write an equation. Remember, we're dealing with exponential functions. So what I want you to do is try and find out how to write an exponential function given a rebound ratio and an initial height. Another word for the rebound ratio could be the multiplier. All right, hit pause, try and get that, and then play when you think you have it. Hopefully you were able to find that our function f of x equals our initial value, 132, times our multiplier to the power of x. Our multiplier is our rebound ratio, 0.8. And there you go. Well, I hope that helped you. I'm going to cut this video short because this one's just an example. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. After you finish these next problems, remember we're going to check in together on our Zoom call tomorrow at 11 a.m. So be ready to have your work. We'll go over it, talk about it. You'll be able to see your buddies and me again. And I look forward to it. See you then.